Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy lampzay back again with another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2019 AFL Final Series and then also discussing a few things that I said in my AFL Finals prediction, because I know I said a few things outrageous. But I want to start off the video saying congratulations to the Richmond Tigers and the Tiger Army. Richmond, fantastic job considering the start that you guys had, all the injuries. It is a dynasty. Like, honestly, it is such a really good team. And like what Dusty said in his post-match conference yesterday, the players don't play for themselves. They don't play for possessions. They don't play for goals. They are role players. And I can definitely see that, because they don't really care. As long as they win, that's the thing that matters most. And that's what matters the most to us as fans. So props to Richmond. You guys were fantastic. Absolutely ran all over GWS. I did not see that coming. I thought it was going to be a really close grand final, but blew them out. And there hasn't been a domination of a grand final since the 2007 grand final between Geelong and Port Adelaide. But bravo, hats off. And Bashahuli, you're a fucking legend, man. Keep up the good shit. Obviously, as you can see, I'm wearing my Geelong long sleeve polo, whatever you want to, I don't know what you call it. But obviously, Geelong's season this year was a really good season, but coming off in finals, once again, really disappointing. I don't want to go over Geelong too much, but boy oh boy, Geelong have got some stuff to sort out. Now, the thing is, guys, Tim Kelly's going to go to West Coast or Fremantle or one or the other. He's basically heading over to WA, which is so disappointing. I'd be so surprised if he does stay. It would be amazing, because God, we need Tim Kelly, because Patrick Dangerfield, a couple of years in a row now, he has not delivered on the big stage, which really hurts me to say. But, you know, he has a good quarter or two, but oh man, I can't even remember what he did in the fourth quarter against Richmond. It was really, really disappointing. As much as Paddy Dangerfield is a great player, we need him to step up in a big, you know, occasion. But it doesn't matter. Geelong have got a few things to sort out. Whether Chris Scott's the right man for Geelong, I don't know. I've heard that there was a lot of bad criticism coming towards the head office at Geelong, receiving letters that they've never received in their whole, you know, history of, you know, being the Geelong Cats, which is quite sad in some way. But I guess that just feels like the feels right now of Geelong supporters. We are hurting, because every year we play really good football, and then, you know, our hopes are just so high, and then we just get let down every single time. Like, I still believe that Chris Scott inherited a premiership team, and it really hurts me to say that, because I love Chris Scott. I love him as a bloke. I think he'd be a sick bloke to just have a chat with. He's probably a great family man, but honestly, I think he's getting some of his tactics and decisions wrong. Like, honestly, and whether he's the right man, I don't know anymore. Like, I love Scotty, love listening to him talk, but I just don't know anymore. So let me know what you guys think. I'm sort of lost for words. A lot of Geelong supporters are still hurting, because we had such a good year, and then obviously to fall out in finals like that, it's really disappointing. But I don't want to talk about Geelong too much. Brisbane Lions, I just want to mention as well. Brisbane, you guys were fantastic. If there are any Brisbane supporters watching this video, don't be disappointed, honestly. You've done an amazing thing this year. And to finish where you were last year to what you are now, I think you've just got to be so proud of your team. Like, I didn't expect Brisbane to go out in straight sets, but honestly, a little bit of thought crept in about, you know, not playing finals before, and, you know, only a handful of players had played at the big level on a big occasion like that. So honestly, it's a bit disappointing for Brisbane, but it's bigger and stronger things to come next year, I'm sure of it. Lockie Neal will be fantastic next year. They're going to be a really good team to watch again next year. I think they'll make top 4 again. I think they'll probably get a couple more acquisitions to their team, so I wouldn't be surprised that. But yeah, Brisbane, if there's any Brisbane fans out there, bravo. Don't feel bad at all. Next year will be an even better year. GWS, I do want to mention as well. I'm quite disappointed in GWS. Obviously, how well they had played throughout their course of the finals, and then getting blown out in the grand final was unreal. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I was gobsmacked. I thought, you know, that first quarter in the grand final, there was no goal for like 15 minutes, and I was like, shit, this might actually be a close game. And then Jeremy Cameron kicked the goal, and I'm like, bang. And then I thought, oh no, the curse is going to live on. The last 5 grand finals, first goal scorer has been kicked by the team that's lost. So boy oh boy. But GWS, man, like, considering what they were 4 or 5 years ago, getting smashed 100 plus points every single game, and then, you know, a lot of those core players were still there, that are still there today, sorry. And honestly, GWS, man, they are a fantastic club. I feel like they're sort of like Geelong in a way because they're not in the city centre or, you know, just an outer city suburb because it's Greater Western Sydney, and they obviously branch over to Canberra as well. But really disappointing in the grand final. But the final series in general, beating Collingwood like that, holding on for dear life, and holding on for dear life against Brisbane. What a team that they're brewing up, and their injuries just kept on rolling out. And I think it'd be a different team with Cal Ward, Patton, and Stephen Canelio. But it is what it is. I know a lot of people can probably say, oh, they shouldn't have won against Brisbane because it was a throw, but I guess that just leads me to my next point. Umpires, man, they are ruining this game. Like, I know it's such a hard thing to do, but honestly, I don't even know if like holding the ball is a rule anymore. Like, the amount of times I've seen the ball get dropped, like when you're in a tackle and the ball's just dropped out, and it's not called holding the ball, but it is, and they say it's no prior, but I just don't get it. He's dropped the ball. Like, is it even a rule anymore? I don't know. And like the deliberate, oh God, I just don't know what to say about the umpires. Honestly, this year they have ruined it. Honestly, I hate saying that shit because I know they're just trying to do their job, but honestly, they've really carked up a few big decisions this year, and yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think they've got to revamp something. They've got to change the rules around something so us as viewers can understand their perspective. Maybe just as fans, we need a bit of clarity on their decision making, like, because there are so many calls that don't get called, and they say they don't see it, but I swear, like, momentum comes into things, and they get worried about, you know, making the wrong call, and they just let it go, and it's a bad idea. But I'm not too sure. Like, the umpires have got to get a few things together, but please, next year be a better year. The last thing I sort of want to really discuss, because I'm trying to make this video a little bit short, Marlon Pickett, what an amazing story. I know that they're probably ramping this story up far too much, but honestly, he was an amazing player in the grand final, and to play at such a high level in your first game, I've got to bow down to you, mate. That was fantastic. That 360 spin was absolutely insane. Took the ball, just took the game on, for goodness sake. Like, boy oh boy, he was fantastic, and he's definitely got, well, he's in his mid to late 20s now, so I think he's like 27 or something. So he's got probably at least 5 or 6 years in him, but who knows. But obviously, fantastic. Could have been a real good shout for Norm Smith as well. Speaking of Norm Smith, I've sort of eaten my own words a little bit. I said Dustin Martin was a little bit overrated in my last video, and honestly, I sort of take that back just a smidgen, because I know I'm a little bit over-exaggerating Patrick Dangerfield these days, and yeah, the difference between Paddy and Dusty is that Dusty is a big game player. You can rely on Dusty 100%, like 4 goals, like 21 touches in the grand final. I think he was sore, hence why he was playing, you know, in the forward line for probably 75% of the game. But honestly, Dusty, man, you're a fantastic player. And in all seriousness, good work, Dusty. Honestly, you are a great player, and like I did say, you're probably not a top 5. I did say you're a really good player, but I didn't think you're one of the greats. But a dual-time premiership and a dual-time Norm Smith medalist, I think it's fair to say he's going to go down as one of the greats now. So I do apologise for that, and yeah, no, I'm happy to just let that one out as well. Also, Basher Hooley, I love you a lot, man. I think you're a fantastic player. I just wanted to put that on camera. Overall, it was a pretty good AFL final series, honestly. There was some things that probably shouldn't have happened, and then obviously some amazing stories that came by, but that pretty much wraps everything up in a nutshell. If you guys enjoy these kind of videos, I don't do them too often. I don't really do them too often, but I enjoy doing them. I'm sort of over doing FIFA stuff. Maybe I'll do other stuff later, but yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, please drop a like. Please give me some comments on what maybe you would like to see coming. I'm going to try and branch everything out a little bit more, but nonetheless, guys, if you like what I said, if you have enjoyed, please give it a like, please subscribe, and I shall see you legends on the next video. Peace out.